What's up, guys? It's Rich back with another Gray Zone Warfare video for you today. And as we know, Winds of War has been out and a lot of people have been enjoying it. That being said, I've had a lot of people come into my chat over the last few hours and ask for me to make an updated settings video because my game runs so smooth. I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys. So if you guys have any questions, let me know down below in the comments and I'll get back to you guys with any helpful information. Or go ahead and stop by my live stream because I am live 24/7. If you need to get your Twitch drops or sub drops, whatever it might be, head over there. All right, guys, so the first section, I'm just going to go through the in-game really quick here. I'm not going to make this complicated or convoluted. I'm just going to show some in-game settings, and I'll show some NVIDIA settings afterwards. I use an NVIDIA graphics card, and then we'll go from there. So my in-game settings, I'll go through here. All the HUD stuff here is show on. I want as much information informed on my screen at any given point. Audio, I don't want to touch this too much, specifically because I use a amp and a mixer outside of the game itself to manage and manipulate my audio. So I don't really mess with this too much, other than I just have audio panning set to headphones. So other than that, that's very straightforward. Graphics, this is probably one a lot of people are curious about, is going to be my monitor. I use the main monitor here. Make sure it's set to your, obviously, your main monitor. I use windowed full screen because I think the game runs a lot better under windowed full screen than full screen, which is actually kind of a conundrum. I know a lot of people generally recommend full screen due to input latency and things of that sort. However, with windowed full screen, I don't really have that issue of having triple monitors and all tapping in and out, and it really runs a lot better. I haven't had any crashes yet, and I think it's really responsive and really efficient, and I definitely recommend you guys check that out and try Windows full screen out. Display resolution, once it's under Windows full screen, it'll be grayed out. Vertical FOV, I have it maxed out. VSync off, brightness 100, contrast 100, nothing different there. Frame rate limit unlimited. Quality presets custom, global illumination low, object quality medium. Texture resolution, medium. Effects low, reflections low, foliage low, shading quality medium. You could turn this one down for shading quality if you need to maybe try and get some more performance out of it. But for me personally, the game looks wonderful under these settings. It still looks really good and immersive. A lot of people have said that on my stream. So I'm going to keep running with this as well, because honestly, it just keeps the performance running smooth enough that I don't really have any complaints for that. Post-processing low, you can turn on, you can turn this up if you want to. I use Nvidia DLSS and stuff, and it just sharpens my game for me, but that's complete personal preference here. Anti-aliasing upscaling method, I use DLSS, and I use a preset K, which thanks to Sinister FPS, who sent me a DM from his video, and he showed us how to enable that. So I definitely went ahead and followed what he showed in that video, and I definitely recommend you do the same, because it is fantastic for that matter. Anti-aliasing quality, this will be grayed out when you use NVIDIA DLSS. Frame gen set to auto. Super resolution quality, if you need some more performance, you can obviously tweak it down to either balance or performance mode. Sharpness all the way up. On plus boost for reflex low latency. Frame gen, fidelity FX, frame gen, fidelity, all that stuff is going to be grayed out because you're using NVIDIA DLSS. For my controls, this is my sensitivity. I'll just scroll through here. If you want to pause the video, feel free. If you want to copy any of my keybinds, this is what I use right now, and I have no issues with it. So this is personally what I'm running. Feel free to pause it, copy anything I might be on here. And the last tab, custom servers, doesn't really matter right now, but we will be running custom servers at some point after we reach the max overall level. All right, guys, so for the NVIDIA control panel, not too much here, but if you have an NVIDIA card, make sure you head to the NVIDIA control panel, manage 3D settings. All right, so if you want to, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down through the global settings. Not a lot here that I would recommend changing, but feel free to copy what I have specifically on here. Maybe make it a little bit easier for you. Something like texture filtering quality, make sure that's set to high performance. And then the vertical sync, use 3D application setting. You could turn that off, but I do have it off in game, so it doesn't affect it too much. Shader cache size, make sure that's set to unlimited. And make sure you just copy all my other settings that I have on here as well. Then for program settings, you'll want to make sure you have Gray Zone Warfare selected from this little drop-down window. If you don't, you click the little add button, it'll show up on there as well. Anti-stropic filtering 16x, it makes the game just look a little bit clearer and a little bit easier to see enemies. Texture these settings right here off, and then clamp, that's set to the mode it is. Vertical sync, use global setting again, it's all set to in-game. So if you want to copy any of those settings, that's what I'm running right now. Again, I didn't tweak too much to it. And the one setting I'll show you here is from the actual NVIDIA app. This is what Sinister showed me himself, so make sure you guys show him some love, because this is an actually fantastic setting. Is if you have a 40 series graphics card or a 50 series graphics card. So you go to the graphics tab, go to Gray Zone Warfare. You want to scroll all the way to the bottom here where it says driver settings. And then you're going to want to use the DLSS model and override mode. You want to use different settings for each DLSS technology. Click into that, and then click the one that says use the latest settings for each DLSS technology. Frame gen, latest, super resolution, preset K. For me, that makes the game look, I think, a little bit clearer and a lot bit easier for you guys to see on your screen. But again, try it out. It's all personal preference. So I definitely think that some of these settings may not work for everybody, but they are what I'm using. And I know a lot of people are asking me for my settings video. for why my game's running so smooth. So I went ahead and did that for you guys. And if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like or a sub to the channel. I'll have a lot of Gray Zone Warfare guides and information coming out over the next few days. That being said, though, we are live grinding to try and be the first one to max traders, or one of the first streamers or content creators to max traders. So make sure you guys head over there to the Twitch channel as well. We're running 24/7 for drops, subs, for the gloves and the custom apparel, and just in-game gear and things like that. So if you want some freebies, head on over there, guys. If you guys have any questions about this or any of the settings, let me know down below in the comments, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Peace and love. Bye.